together. I want to talk about small wins because I think that we get discouraged sometimes when we don't see big things happening for us, especially in business, but also in life. Like if you are a journaler, which I'm terrible at, but I'm trying to get better at. I had the thought the other day, because I was talking to somebody about this. It's a really great idea to trace back. So, okay, let me start over. Let's say there's somebody that you are really happy that you are connected to. Like they've taught you so much, or they led you to your next breakthrough, or whatever that was. Trace the thread back. Trace the thread back from, how do I know this person? Like I was thinking about that the other day. I'm in a mastermind, and I thought, if I hadn't met this person, who I met because I bought a course last year that I barely even touched, but I met this person through that course. And then because that person was speaking at an event, I went to that event, and then I met this person who then invited me into a mastermind. Something that I've been praying about for over 2 years, like 2 or 3 years. Something that I have really wanted to be a part of. And it's already changing my life and my business. So that is maybe a bigger win than I can't really call it a small win, but small wins. The first time somebody bought something from you online. I don't know why this is getting closer. I'm going to go back a little bit. The first time somebody bought something from you online. The first time you coached a client and they had a big breakthrough. The first time one of my small wins that I still draw from was I ran into someone at the gate at LAX. We happened to be on the same flight to go to the same event. It was a voiceover event. Well, after she was there, after the event, she had a speaking engagement and she was going to tell her story. And we sat together on the plane. I mean, all of these little things, right, came together for us both because we sat together on the plane. And for that whole, 3.5, I think it was a 4-hour flight all the way to Atlanta from LA, we organized her whole talk. We went from, here's how to start it. Here's how to, tell the bulk of your story in the middle. And here's how to end it. And she came back to me later and said, oh my gosh, you clarified so much for me in that. Now, I'm telling you this story because that was the first time I realized I had that gift. Now, after that, I was able to help somebody really hone her TED Talk, which had to be exactly 9 minutes and was a very personal story. And we got that down to exactly what makes sense, what's the next step, what's the story you need to tell, and how to wrap it up at the end. Those were small wins at the time, but now it's something that I can incorporate into my business because I know it's something that I'm gifted at, right? So I wish you would do this. Like, go back and think, what is something that at the time it didn't even seem important, but now you can see it was a small win that led to something greater. I'm sure that you have this. I'm sure that you have had this happen. It can be something in your family. I don't know what's happening with my phone, y'all. Look at me. I'm going to go back. Do I have a setting on here I need to check in? It keeps wanting to zoom in and out on me. Oh, gosh. Anyway, so that's my message for you today. Small wins. Don't despise, the Bible even says, don't despise small beginnings, because they can turn into big things. So if you are somebody who's got a business, or you've got a, an art form or something that you want to sell online, maybe you're a coach, maybe you are a strategist of some kind, maybe you just want to do better in your job interviews the next time you look for a job. Think back on those small wins, things that made you more confident. What was that? What was it that made you more confident? What was the thing? Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, but I'm laughing at my phone. I don't know what it's doing. But what was the thing that made you more confident and brought you to a place of kind of flipping the script for yourself? I hope that made sense. I am talking about small wins. My name's Tammy Romani. I am a brand voice strategist. I'm a voiceover professional, and I am here to help you speak with confidence so that you can be heard on the noisy internet. So stay tuned, follow along. This is day 3 of a challenge to myself to go live every day this month. So if you have, I'm going to see if anyone has any questions. No, I don't see any questions. But if you have, feel free to DM me any questions, and I will address them in the live, and then I will tag you just in case you don't get to see it live. So I hope you have had a wonderful weekend, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.